Welcome to the bottom of the paddock in Douglas for day 2 of the 2022 Manx Grand Prix. It's been rained off. They called it about half an hour ago. It's actually stopped raining now, but it's still utterly miserable, and there are damp and dangerous parts up on the mountain course. So, what do you do when it's raining on the Isle of Man? First thing you can do involves going to the pub. It's a bit too early for that. The second thing involves eating ice cream. There's only so many of those I can do. The third thing, which we're going to do, is grab ourselves a newcomer and go out and find out just how hard it is to get to the start line of the Manx Grand Prix. So here we are stood at Greba, getting you to do exactly what I wanted you to do. Talk us through the difference between running that line that you described in the dry compared to what it is now. Yeah, you can see standing water, it just doesn't look very nice.
So for sure, like on the entrance into the left, you can actually still see the damp patches under the trees.
Yep.
As it comes through, where it's open from the trees, you've got like pretty much perfectly dry, pretty much dry. And then you look further up the road as you start approaching the right. You've actually almost got standing water, like it's actually wet.
Yeah.
So you really don't want that, especially like the first lap of a race. You've got a brand new tyre.
Yep.
On wet track.
And you spent ages pinned in top.
Exactly.
Kind of on the fat part of the tyre.
100% on the centre of the tyre. You're wide open from Ballascary all the way to here, and then you come up on the damp, and you're not really expecting it. It's just it's not good.
Yeah, not good's probably the nicest way to describe exactly what's going on. So not only does this help people understand what you're doing at this particular part of the track, I think hopefully what it's doing is giving the viewers a little bit more of an idea as to the control that's required from Gary Thompson and the whole team that work behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Not just looking at the weather here and now.
No, it's 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. It's a long lap. It's not a short circuit. You've got variations of the weather across the whole circuit. You've got some sections which are completely open, and then you've got some sections which are completely under tree, and it's going to be literally standing water. So we've got no chance really.
So your first time through here yesterday was the first closed roads lap that you've done.
That's it.
And was this section anything like those Cam Donald videos that prepared you for?
I mean, I was prepared for it, and it's just insane. You're perfect on the line, follow the instructor, and especially the first open lap, you come through and just sort of you steady away because it's your first lap, but you can sort of actually approach it, and it just transforms the roads.
Yeah, bringing it to life, I guess.
Exactly, and obviously just from driving the course, you're always on the left-hand side of the road. So to come and see it, and it's all opened up for you, it's just a completely different circuit altogether.
Yep. And we talk about bringing these things to life, and obviously nobody could go racing without sponsors.
No.
Bringing your racing to life.
100%.
It's only fair that we give you a chance to shout your sponsors out.
Definitely. So quite a few people got on board this year, and I'm run by the People's Bike. People's Bike are amazing. So we've got Janice, Cubbo, Jake, the guys behind the scenes that are really making it all happen.
What is People's Bike?
The People's Bike are funded and fueled by the fans. So you can pay for a small amount, like £20 for a lap, and it's a good way for people to get involved, and you can sort of get your face on the bike at TT for a certain amount and get involved that way. But all these people chipping in, like an amount of people, makes a big difference for us.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
So it's like our crowd-funded racing. Really.
Yeah, but the people are getting something back from it as well.
Frankie, thanks very much for your time. Just one last question. What does the perfect newcomer Manx Grand Prix look like for you?
Just to enjoy it. There's no pressure from the team, there's no pressure from anyone. It's been my dream since I was a kid. Just enjoy it, that's it.
That's all you want to do?
That's all I want to do, just enjoy it.
Well, mate, it already looks like you're doing that.
Definitely.
So thanks very much for your time. Have a good week.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is me wrapping things up on the second day. I did say there were 3 things that you could do on the island when there's no racing taking place. And I've never really liked ice cream, so it was quite an easy decision to make. So a couple of things to cover off from yesterday. First things first, I need to apologise to a lovely lady named Kate. Now yesterday, I told that story about Miko Sweeney riding into a lady's house, having some bin bags put on and having to climb through a river. I think I called her an old lady by accident. I heard somebody else call her an old lady as well, but she's definitely not an old lady. She's a lovely lady. Her name's Kate. thanks very much for the bin bags. We'll drop a couple round in the week and replace them. One thing to keep an eye out this week is whether Michael Dunlop sticks with that S-Rad 750 or gets back on the XR69 that he's had success on before. Apparently that thing let go in spectacular fashion yesterday. It was only about 5 miles into the course, and I heard that you could see the swing arm through the front of the cases. It was all the way through. Those boys had no problems at all replacing the motor overnight. There's a new engine in there, it's ready to go. But let's just think about it for a minute. The motor that let go, apparently it was like a Troy Corsa spec World Superbike Suzuki GSX-R 750 motor. Unobtainium isn't even in it. There's no replacing the parts in that thing. It's just gone. So who knows whether he'll make the step to the XR69. We'll have to keep an eye out later in the week. So unfortunately there isn't really much bike stuff to look at today, and that's because it's been lashing down all day, so nobody's been out riding. It's the nature of the Isle of Man. When you can't go out, there's no bikes to film. So we'll be back tomorrow. Practice and qualifying is going to replicate what was supposed to happen today. So roads will close at 6 and we'll have a show for you then. So day 2, Manx Grand Prix 2022. Thanks very much.